Hey, what's up guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video I want to talk about DJ Coach, the live that he recently made, and also the 4 points that really stood out for me and should stand out for you too.
FBI, open up!
Okay, so before we go any further, I would just like to preface this video by saying that I do not hate DJ Coach. I do not even hate him for disrespecting my mother, but at some point you guys must understand that I'm not gonna allow anyone to disrespect my late mother, and I'm not gonna let you or anyone else for that matter slide for it. Now, having said that, there's 4 points that DJ Coach recently made that really got my attention, and I would advise you guys to stay till the end of the video, as that will make sense and will make this whole thing clear for you guys. Now, some of you may wonder where this started, why I'm so angry and all of that. Now, to be honest, this really started a few weeks ago when DJ Coach went live with Ndamus and DJ Coach started disrespecting my mother. Now, if he was disrespecting me, that was all good, but there is no reason for you to disrespect my mother, and it is my duty as a son to come and defend her honor over here. So, having said that, I then made a video that showed you guys DJ Coach's RS7 got repossessed and that he doesn't have it anymore, whereby then he made a rebuttal to that where he tried to refute what I spoke about in my video, but then it went the disrespectful route once again, and he made violent threats towards me, sworn at me, and once again he sworn at my mother again, and I do not like that. I do not condone that, as I haven't spoken once about his mother. Now, like I said, there's 4 points that stood out for me during this whole live, and it's these 4 points that I would like to make sense with you guys today, because a whole lot of you guys are thinking that I'm exaggerating, I'm hating, and I'm just making this up. But we're gonna break it down. We're first gonna mention the points that DJ Coach made, and then I'm gonna break it down for you guys. The first point that DJ Coach made was a timeline reference. He said that he bought his Audi November 2018.
I bought my RS7 in 2018 November, right? 2018 November.
Now, I can't refute that. I wasn't there, but the reason why he made a timeline reference is because there's a different date that shows that Standard Bank repossessed this car earlier. The second thing that DJ Coach mentioned and showed proof for was proof of payments.
Now, this is the proof of payment in 2018. In 2018, 6th of November 2018. 6th of November 2018, when I was buying the RS7, right? Libon, the first transfer was 500,000. That was the first transfer. I agree, this is what he wants to see. Then the second transfer was 400,000. Then the third transfer was 300 and something thousand, not more than 400. It was paid by my manager Betwell. He's the one who paid it from his account. So he is the one who has the proof of payment for that. Unfortunately, me and Betwell do not stay at the same house. He has his own house now, right? Actually, he has had one before. He just decided to move to his own place just recently because he has a kid and he wants to start his family. So in total on this, I've actually paid 900,000 in total. Then the remaining 100 and something, the remaining 300 and something thousand was paid by my manager because we wanted to make immediate payments so we could get the car on the same day. I remember it very well. It was that time Kim Monada made a song called Idibala. It was trending at that time, so I wanted that car on the same day so I can Idibala on it. So now when this boy comes and telling me about my life, what I've done, what happened, whether I sold it or I got an accident or it was stolen, it's none of anyone's business for that matter. Anyways, on that same month in 2018, I agree, he's going back. He wants to see the past. In 2018, just from the 10th of October 10th of October 2018 up until the 10th of November 2018 as well. I have
Now, first off, I'm gonna tell you guys, based on the fact that that is screenshots, I do not trust them. But like I said, we're first gonna mention the things that DJ Coach mentioned and showed proof for on his end, and then I'm gonna break it down for you guys. The third point that DJ Coach made was that he bought the RS7 cash.
I bought my Audi RS7 cash.
And the fourth point that DJ Coach made was that I shouldn't come and make videos and ask him things through gossip. I should just ask him directly.
If there's something you don't understand about my life, come back and ask me.
Like I said, guys, I just have these 4 points that I want to talk about, and I'm gonna break them down one by one for you guys now.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So the first breakdown that we have is the timeline reference of DJ Coach. Now DJ Coach said he bought this car in November 2018, and the car was repossessed before the RS7 that I spoke about got repossessed before he bought it. Now, if there's one thing that we can agree upon, is that the repossessed Audi RS7 has a licensed disc registration that's exactly the same as the number plate of the Audi RS7 that was traveling with DJ Coach in his convoy. So that must mean that this is the very same car, right? Now, this then brings me to my second point. If DJ Coach bought his RS7 November 2018 and Standard Bank repossessed the RS7 that I'm talking about, which we just agreed upon is the very same RS7 based on the license disc and the number plate of the RS7 that was traveling in DJ Coach's convoy, I would like to ask then, why is his payment made to Audi Center and not to Standard Bank if Standard Bank was the one that repossessed that vehicle? Another thing that I have with the proof of payments is that this is screenshots of 2018. This shows supposed payments that was made to Audi for the RS7. Now, I would like to bring you guys' attention to something, and you will also hear it in the video that I'm gonna play at the end. But DJ Coach in a previous video clearly mentioned that he made all of the money for this car in one trade. He withdrew the money and then he went to go buy the car. Now, I'm gonna talk straight as a trader now. We know for a fact that when you register an account, your account can only be linked to one bank account. So, if DJ Coach made that car's money in one trade, withdrew it to his bank account, why did he need to make double payments? And also, why was there a third payment needed from his manager if he made all of that money in one trade? Now, you guys might think that I'm talking nonsense here, but like I said, wait till the end of the video. Everything will become clear. Now, if there's one thing that DJ Coach reiterated throughout his life many times, it is that he bought his Audi RS7. He bought it cash. He bought it cash, he says. Now, my point is this. If you bought the car cash, why did it get repossessed? Because there's no way in hell that my laptop is going to get repossessed and I bought it cash. There's no way that my TV in my room will get repossessed if I bought it cash. So, how can your car get repossessed if you bought it cash? Legally, there's no way that Standard Bank can come to you and take your car if you paid for it cash like you say you did. And once again, I know you guys are gonna hop on me and be like, oh, but he showed proof of payments, he showed proof of payments, he showed proof of payments, and where. Wait until the end of the video. You will see. You're gonna shout proof of payments until you are blue in the face. But wait until the end of the video and you will see how all of this makes sense. Very easily. Out of DJ Coach's mouth. Now, the last point that I would like to bring across here is the fact that DJ Coach says that if I want information, I should ask him straight. I should not go through many routes to ask him a question. Now, my rebuttal to this is straight off. How can I do that if you blocked me? You know that you blocked me. even before you went to go talk nonsense with Ndamus on Instagram Live, why would you say that I must come and ask you things if you blocked me? Because I will go live with you anytime. I will go live with you anytime. I do not have a problem with that. But how can you sit there and say, I must ask you when you know you blocked me? Why would you manipulate the public's perception like that? Now, like I said, you guys must stick to the end of the video because I'm going to show you something really interesting, right? And what I'm going to show you is DJ Coach admitting to this car getting repossessed by the bank. Thereafter, we will do the conclusion. Just check out this video.
I'll go for an RS7. At that time, I was still against two doors. Because whenever there's a two-door, I was not there. Sharp. So, boy, here's the car, an RS7. Now we need to have a plan on the table. How are we going to buy it? And we have our ways, you know, we have our ways. We made a plan and then we took out a budget and then we went on the market and we actually made the money to buy the car in like one trade. And then a week later, we've managed to withdraw and then that's when we actually got the car, right? And it was repossessed by the bank as well, by the way.
Okay, so number one, you can clearly hear he's talking about an RS7. Number two, you can clearly hear the situation that I referenced earlier with the making the money in one trade, withdrawing it, and then going to buy the car. And then you also heard that it got repossessed. He himself said that the car got repossessed by the bank. I'll replay it just in case you can't believe it.
And then a week later, we've managed to withdraw and then that's when we actually got the car. Right? And it was repossessed by the bank as well, by the way.
So now that we have gotten to the bottom of this, right, I would like to ask you guys, is all of the ruckus that DJ Coach recently made necessary? If he already publicly admitted to the RS7 being repossessed, was all of the public ruckus necessary? Was him swearing at me necessary? Was him making violent threats towards me necessary? Was him swearing at my late mother necessary? What have my late mother done to him once again? And the thing is, this isn't even as much an expose because this is information that DJ Coach spoke about already. Because how would I have gotten the full faith to come on here and say that man's car got repossessed? Huh? It came out of his mouth. It came out of his mouth. So for all of you guys that were shouting and screaming and saying vulgar things to me, I don't even want an apology. I don't even want an apology. Because at the end of the day, I showed you that Standard Bank repossessed the vehicle. And then now I'm showing you that DJ Coach said himself the bank repossessed the vehicle. But now I want to leave here with a thought. I want to leave a thought with you. Why are you so gullible that you can be swayed by edited screenshots? Why are you so gullible? That is all I want to know. Because you acted out of pocket for defending someone that has manipulated you into thinking that this car got sold or something else happened, maybe something tragic. But when in actual fact, this thing got repossessed. If you came this far, please do smash that like button. I really appreciate you coming this far. It really helps the channel. The like also helps the channel, so keep on liking. Please do leave your comment in the comment section, as I'm really keen to hear what you guys have to say now that you heard DJ Coach say himself that the car got repossessed. Please do share this video on your social media so that we can get the awareness out there. And then also, if you're new here, I welcome you to my channel. It would be awesome to have you as a subscriber. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.